Welcome to Stony Point Tigers football on the Vype Live Network. Presented by our MVP sponsor, the Stacey Group. Our diamond sponsors, Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick, Hewlett Volkswagen, and Rudy's Texas Barbecue. And our platinum sponsors, Ally Medical Emergency Room and Club Car Wash. Stony Point Tigers football on Vype Live is also brought to you by our gold level sponsors, Active Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation, Buddy's Burger, Marco's Pizza, Premier Roofing, TJSN4 Vision Photography, and VeraBank. And our blue level sponsors, Alley's Way, Corridor Title, First Texas Bank, Mighty Fine Burgers, Prosperity Bank, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard, and Tony C's Pizza. And now, along with producer and color analyst Jacoby Cabot, here's the voice of the Stony Point Tigers, Tyler Ulsis.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Thursday Night Football here on Vype Live. So glad you could join us. Tyler Ulsis here, Jacoby Cabot to my left. We got a good one here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. The visiting Vista Ridge Rangers in town, 3-0 off a 30-29 win against Round Rock, taking on the Stony Point Tigers, 2-1, and coming off a 24-0 loss against Vandergrift last week. Jacoby, we got a good one this week, and we were talking to our partners right in the booth next door, Rob, covering the Vista Ridge Rangers, and it was a good conversation about how good this is, how kind of evenly matched these teams are. Even though Stony Point lost last week, Vista Ridge looking very impressive early on, and Stony Point looking to make it a great game.
Yeah, and like you stated, both teams are both evenly matched. I want to have a good match tonight. We know we're going to see some good stuff out of this defensive side. And now it's just for this offense to pick it up, pick the pieces up that they came off that loss, and show tonight what their offense is made of.
Yeah, like you said, 0 points last week, not a great showing. 23 carries for 53 yards in the run game, 7 for 13 combined between Troyer and Calbus for only 100 yards. Also of note in the passing game, Tristan Rhymes finished with 0 catches. So we'll possibly see him have a little bit more of a breakout. We'll step aside for about a minute and a half or so. We've got some pregame festivities. It is homecoming night tonight as well, so stay tuned here on Vype.
55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
Good evening, Stony Point Tiger fans. Chip here for my friends at Hewlett Volkswagen. By now, you know the great deals on new Volkswagens at Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown. But did you know they also stock hundreds of pre-owned vehicles as well? Hundreds. If you find yourself with that first-time driver in your home and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, Hewlett Volkswagen wants to be your hometown dealer. Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown is a proud sponsor of Stony Point Tiger football. Come see us at I-35 in the Westinghouse exit or visit HewlettVW.com.
Howdy, y'all. It's the day tripper Chet Garner here for my friends at Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick. And thank you for tuning into some great Stony Point football. Now, I know you're aware of the great deals on brand new vehicles at Don Hewlett at Georgetown. But did you know Don Hewlett carries hundreds of pre-owned vehicles too? So if you have a first-time driver in your home, like I do, and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, check out Don Hewlett. Stop by today or visit online at donhewlett.com, and let's go Tigers.
Back here to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Got a nice one underneath the lights here. Stony Point, off a loss, has deferred the coin toss and will kick off to our left. And Vista Ridge going to start things off. So we'll get to see that stout Stony Point defense. Again, we were talking about in the pregame kind of, how the defense has been the consistent. That's the kind of consistent, that has kind of, helped the offense out, maybe bailed them out a couple times. Definitely put up a good showing against Johnson High School that week 2 matchup. Got on the scoreboard as well with the pick 6. So they've been the consistent, and we'll get to see them here early on.
Yeah, exactly. They are gems of this whole Tiger Point program right here. Jenny gems. They just make nothing out of something. So I'm happy to see them first. It's a smart move.
We were talking about Joaquin Pena, who went out last week with an injury against Vandergrift kind of later in the game, as Tyler White will kick off. This one will be taken at the 5. Trying to turn the corner, and does turn the corner out past the 30, past the 40, and out for good field position for the Rangers. Setting up at the 42-yard line. So again, Joaquin Pena is out there at the top of the screen, number 3. So we saw him go out after a interception. He's also been kind of highlight of that secondary. And we were talking about it with Rob in the pregame. The consistency at all 3 levels is what shines. He mentioned a couple spots on that are maybe iffy for Vista Ridge. So we'll see how that plays out. And if you're Stony Point, you just don't have that gap in talent at any 3 levels.
Yeah, exactly what you stated. All 3 levels are very important to this program. As we see here, they just know how to run up and make a tackle. They don't try to let no extra points go. Once the ball's in a receiver's hands, that secondary just comes up and makes a tackle.
Yeah, Ryan Weiland on the catch and run for about 2nd and 6. Now, of note for Vista Ridge, they did have their quarterback, Caden Arnaud, out with an injury last game, and this is the backup here, Cameron Lasik.
And I heard pretty great things about.
And Lasik did pretty well. And we'll bounce it outside here, out past the 45 and down by the 40-yard line. Quinn Sizatowski on the run.
13 yards on the carry, tackled by Joaquin Pena. That's enough for a Ranger first down. Ball to Stony Point 41.
First and 10. First down. After the good field position on the return. Cameron Lasik going to take this, and quick slant over the middle. And good for 9. As Mason Keene, the tight end. Run here stopped for no gain, maybe loss of a half yard. Brings up a 3rd down here early on, under 10 minutes to go.
The loss of 1 on the play. Tiger Nation, it's 3rd down.
Get the crowd going here. Decent crowd on hand. Still some coming in through the entrance here at Kelly Reeves. The awkward Thursday night game is upon us. This is the last Thursday night game for the season. Third down, Lasik will see a lane, take off running. He is stopped, but does get the first down, just about a half yard past the line to gain. Out the 30-yard line, and that's where we'll continue this drive going. 9:15 to go here in this first quarter. Also want to note that Lasik was 12 of 19 for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns in relief. Came in early. This one, quick out route to Ben Reed, the senior. Reed want to mention, did have 5 catches for 155 yards and 4 touchdowns. Caught 1 touchdown before Arno left with the injury, but caught all 4 passing touchdowns last week, so Tigers really need to key in on him.
Yeah, there you go, and that's not bad for a backup quarterback to come into a game and just put that many yards up. Good receiver right here, number 11, Ben Reed. Definitely got to key in on him if you're a defense.
He sent Pagel in motion and give it to Sizatowski, who falls forward. Gains about 4. So we talked about the defensive line last week, kind of being battered by Vandegrift. It was just run after run, especially in that second half, and kind of fallen prey to it here, giving up a few big runs. Did have the 1 stop, but couldn't convert or couldn't stop him on 3rd down. So we'll see if this run defense can kind of shore up here. Sizatowski and Pagel will go in motion. Lasik looking right now, looking left, rolling left, nowhere to go. Finds a man on the flat, and there is Deshaun Castillo, and they're going to say he's out of bounds. Boy, that was close to a touchdown, out at the 2-yard line. Mark him at the 1. Boy, keeping his eyes downfield, he did, Lasik.
And just like we were saying earlier, he's a good quarterback. I mean, he was posed in that pocket pretty much like our Stony Point Tigers quarterbacks, very posed, looking down the field. Every team that we've been watching, they have great quarterbacks, and that's just another great play right there.
It's that next man up mentality all throughout the line and in the quarterback room, in the running back room too, is Lasik's going to hand this off and stop going nowhere. Sizatowski stopped by Xavier Bello.
And that's that defense that we was talking about. I mean, they key in once they get into the red zone. They're here to play. They may let the run game go for a little bit when they're outside the red zone, but once the red zone, they make big stops.
Yeah, and if you're a defense here, you have less field to cover and kind of down inside the 5 here as we're at 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. You kind of know what they're going to run. You know that they're going to run as kind of have a jumbo formation here. And we'll see what we get. Boy, just running over defenders is Amari Jordan. There's a man there in the middle. Didn't see the number, but Jordan just running over defenders and putting the finishing touches on that opening drive. 7:29 to go. Rangers take the lead 6-0.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
7-0 here to start. We'll step aside here at Kelly Reeves. Rangers strike first, 7-0 here on Vype.
Ally Medical ER is proud to support the Stony Point Tigers this season. Open 24/7, Ally Medical is a full-service emergency room located just 5 minutes from Stony Point High School. With on-site labs, ultrasound, CT scan, and x-rays, their board-certified physicians deliver fast answers and compassionate expert care. Ally Medical ER wishes the Stony Point football team and fans a safe and exciting year. Go Tigers!
Seven nothing here to start this Thursday night game on. 7:29 to go. Tyler Alsis and Jacoby Cavett coming to you live from Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. We actually took a look at the schedule before this game, and only one game is not at Kelly Reeves or Dragon Stadium for the rest of the season. So kind of a home advantage for Stony Point as this one's taken from right at the goal line, and boy, maybe should have let that one go into the end zone. Now they're going to say the ball's out. They're going to say he's down. And, I mean, they come out of the pile with it. We'll see. Referees having a quick meeting. It's always tough to decide who comes out of the pile with it. It's not necessarily who has the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And when those pile-ups happen, it's just very hard for these refs to look and see who when he was down and if the ball came out or not.
And ruling on the field is going to be down by contact, so Stony Point will retain possession. But, again, they can't give Vista Ridge any breaks. This is a team that has got a lot of heart fought back last week against Round Rock. And with the 1-point win, 30-29. And if you're Stony Point offense, you need time to kind of get your chemistry back. Put up 0 last week, even the week before that against Johnson, only having 10 points to show for it is Calbus. Cuts it upfield, nice move, past the 20. Got the first down and more, out past the 35. Some sweet feet there from the senior.
Yeah, and that's what you like to see in a quarterback. You want him to be a dual threat, not only making passes, but also can use his legs to pick up, as we just saw there, make a man miss, go out of bounds, play it safe.
We were talking a little bit more in the pregame, just the two of us, that it was a lot more like what can they improve on? I mean, you got stuffed by the defending state champions last game. That really doesn't help your confidence at all, as Calbus is going to fire a quick out route to Aurora Day. It will be about a 7-yard gain. And I like what they're doing, going back to the pass here. They went 7 of 13 last week for 100 yards. I thought they could have done a little bit more, because even in the pass game, you have the mobile quarterbacks. You can start running out of the pocket or running design runs with your quarterback. So possibly open up the playbook here.
Yeah, exactly. Do rollouts with your quarterback. Have the defense thinking one thing and then pop out and throw a pass right there. Quick passes, get it out his hand. I mean, they just got a full set here that they got to use.
Zone read goes nowhere there. Stopped behind the line for about a loss of 3. Third down coming here. Talking about the Vista Ridge defense with Rob, our colleague next door, and he mentioned that the secondary is a bit young, is prone to the kind of letting up the deep ball, and we saw a couple misses last week in the deep game. This one, Tristan Rhymes, welcome back, sir. Cutting up field, cutting up again, past the 35, and tripped up, I think, by his own man, just shy of the 30. But a big first down. Rhymes did have a catch last week, starting off big here.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see them throw the ball more. They got great talent out wide. Why not give them the ball? He didn't see a lot. Tried to have that one catch last week, but couldn't pull it in. This is a statement right here. They got to play.
Looking really good to start things off on offense after taking the first punch, going down 7-0, trying to answer back. Calbus sends James in motion. Zone read goes nowhere. Milligan stopped back in the backfield. Wyatt Perorsky there.
Very tough. They got a good run defense right here. I mean, it's going to be tough. I'm thinking that you just pass it a little more. We've been seeing a lot of good progress with these passes, so just very tough to run right now.
Seasoned was the word that he used to describe this front seven. And looking like it there in the last couple runs, really. Except for that run from Calbus. Now Calbus rolling out to the right. Stutter steps and just has to get rid of this one. That'll bring up a 3rd and 13 or so from the 35-yard line. Still kind of in no man's land. Tough to decide what to do here. It would be probably north of a 50-yard field goal from here, as Bradley will come in for James. Milligan in the backfield. Rhymes up top. Play clock at 10. Game clock at 5:15. Calbus. Play action. Milligan picks up the rush, but doesn't do enough as Calbus is hit, but makes the pass out to Rhymes, and Rhymes comes back for it, bails out his quarterback as that completion puts it in a 4th and manageable. And now, boy, if you're Coach Craig Cheshire, you got a decision to make on your hands. 4th and short.
Yeah, there you go. And, I mean, they did pick up something for this team, so if they make an easier field goal, if they want to go for it, they can. I mean, great route right there, great way to come back. Quarterback in pressure, makes the throw. And, I mean, that's what we was talking about. You want to see more passes.
Second catch for Rhymes on the drive, and offense is going to stay out on the field. James goes in motion. Calvis looking left. Now rolling left. He's got to fire and get rid of it, and that one's incomplete. Trying to find James near the boundary, and that will be a turnover on downs at the 26-yard line. Tigers cannot convert.
And even though it was a turnover, I like the way that they moved down the field. Way better than last game, so improvement is happening. And this defense just got to do what this defense been doing, give them a couple of breaks, and this offense should snap back to it.
Had a couple of turnovers, a couple of takeaways last week against Vandergrift that kind of kept the scoring at a standstill in that second quarter. Ultimately could not pull off the upset. Now faced with 1st and 10 here. 26 or rather 27-yard line. Lasik in the pistol. Quick fires out left, bobbled, and Castillo will fumble this. Boy, he had it, lost it, had it again, and now lost it again. Stony Point frantically saying they have the ball, and it is Vista Ridge ball. Boy, tough one there from Deshaun Castillo. Had it in his grasp, bobbled it up, and then brought it back down, and then went to the ground with it again.
There you go. I mean, this defense got fast hands. I mean, they put their hands in a lot of places trying to pick the ball, trying to get the ball. It's kind of a circus play right there, but they still end up with the ball. So this is what they want to see. Defense, got to have some momentum after that. You know that they got loose hands now. So
still picks up the first down, though, at the 42-yard line. Lasik sends a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Spins out of one tackle. Can't spin out of the second. Picks up maybe 2 yards. That's a generous spot to the 45. Bobbled snap over the head of Lasik, and he's in trouble. Back at the 25, just throws it up for grabs, and he finds a receiver. That's the most impressive catch you'll see for negative 2 yards.
yeah, and I mean, sometimes you just got to let that go, like you said last week. I mean, not necessary to catch it. I mean, defender Woods right there. You got to throw that away sometimes.
I think he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but just didn't get enough mustard on it, and it's somehow found the hands of a Ranger receiver. 3:15 to go on the game clock. 3rd and 9. Another big third down opportunity for the Tiger defense. Let's see if they can convert. Lasik going to send Sizatowski in the backfield. Sizatowski goes out in the flat. Lasik looking deep. Now pushes a man forward to try and run, and he's swallowed up in the backfield.
And that's what you want to see if you're a Tigers fan. I mean, got there, swallowed him up, took him down, and now it's 4th down. And now we got to see what this offense can bring up. I mean, I like the drive. Even though it didn't leave with no points, I like the way that they was moving the rock down the field.
And it came up to 4th and short, 4th and manageable, and just didn't get enough separation in the passing game and led to turnover on downs. We'll see if they, as now I do see a flag back at the 30. Illegal substitution is the call. I didn't see the flag came out because it was about 40 yards away from the play. So illegal substitution, that's not an automatic first down. Brings up 3rd and 4. Under 3 minutes to go.
And this Tigers got to make another stop. They just got to play hard.
A couple of Rangers in motion. Lasik takes the snap, looking deep, fires deep, has Pagel, incomplete, and pass interference. Flag came in a little bit late, but enough contact for the official to bring out the yellow hanky.
Yeah, there was the little handsy on that play there. Flag did come out late. I guess the ref was trying to see does he want to give it to him or not. Could have went either way. And not what you want to see if you're a Tigers. I mean, thought that they was going to get the ball. Nope. Flag came out, and then another flag to bail out this Mustang or Rangers team again.
Yeah, Zachary Jones on coverage, and I thought it was decent coverage. Little handsy from both sides, but kind of those. If both players are doing it, then nobody's doing it. Sort of calls. 1st and 10 from the 37 now of the Tigers. This one handed off to Sean Castillo on the sweep, knocked out by Xavier Bello. Second and 6, 2:21 to go. Ball at the 33-yard line. Lasik in the pistols, got bunch formation to the near side. Looking left, rolling left. Heard a couple holds and doesn't matter. They get him back for a loss anyway. Jeremiah Barbie was there kind of looking around his offensive lineman and kind of keeping him in the backfield for a loss. 2 minutes to go.
Another big third down right here. I mean, this defense, I'm liking it so far. Couple of flags didn't go their way, but overall, this defense been playing right now.
Yeah, those self-inflicted wounds, especially in the penalty with penalties. I mean, illegal substitution. That's just more the procedural thing. Is now some late communication from the sidelines. Adjust the coverage. Pena tested deep and incomplete. Trying to find Ben Reed along the sideline and just out of bounds.
And that's going to be a good matchup. Pena and Reed all day. I mean, Reed got the height, but as we saw last week, it doesn't matter to Pena. Pena's one of those dogs who's going to go out there, height difference or not, he's going to make a play.
Yeah, very impressive. That was almost exactly similar, kind of the same spot in the field as well, of the Vandergrift interception that he had last week. Is kind of came up with that one late as some miscommunication on substitutions, it looked like, and that will lead the Tigers to call their first timeout of the half. 1:29 to go. Rangers with a 4th and 11 from the 38 when we come back to Kelly Reeves here on Vype.
Friday night lights are here, Round Rock. Make sure you're rolling up to the big game in a ride that shines. At Club Car Wash, unlimited wash plans start at one low monthly price, so your car looks like a winner all season long. Plus, enjoy free microfiber towels and vacuums at every visit. Keeping your car game day ready is easier than ever. Sign up today at clubcarwash.com. Because under the lights, a clean car always stands out.
Fourth and 11, first timeout of the half for the Tigers. We'll see what they can come up with in the special teams game as Mr. Ridge's punter will come out. Tristan Rhymes standing at his own 5. Punt here from Reed will take a bounce at the 5. And boy, I don't know if you can walk it down and place it any better. Out at about the 1.5 yard line. Well, officially the 2, but just incredible kick right there.
Yeah, that's an amazing, beautiful kick. I mean, just don't see too many of those kicks like that nowadays at this level. So, I mean, that was a beautiful kick, and it's going to make it hard for this offense to even drive down the field in the back of their end zone.
And we saw a lot of it from that first drive that looked promising until they were stopped on 4th down coming through the passing game. Now, don't really have the space you need as a quarterback to kind of manage your, standing outside the penalty box in your on the soccer field outlines here at Kelly Reeves, and we'll see what they can manage here. This is Troyer His first action is under pressure, fires low and incomplete to Oliver James, who was cutting across the middle.
And like you just stated, it's not going to be easy for no type of passes right now. I mean, if you want to do a pass, it got to be quick. It got to be quick.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Troyer with some time now finds Rhymes with a little cushion there. That's not really the smartest play. I don't know if I would do that to Rhymes with his now 3rd catch. Makes it a lot more manageable here, 3rd and 3.
And yeah, if you get this young fella warmed up, he will make you hurt. So not the very smartest, but like you said, 3rd catch for Rhymes.
Back to pass again, 3rd straight. James wide open in space. Possible broken coverage there and takes down a defender with him out close to the 30-yard line, about the 26 or actually now 28 they mark him down.
And I like what they did there. They had Rhymes on the outside. I was looking at both of the defenders saying who's going to get who. It looks like a little too much space. He was going upfield, took both defenders with him and left their running back open. So I like that play.
Rhymes, you also saw throwing a block about 15 to 20 yards downfield. This wide receiver core does not shy away from blocking.
Yeah, they're physical, and that's what you want to see. Any colleges or anything like that, they love to see physical receivers who can get their hands on in the run game and also make an impact in the passing game.
So 5 seconds left in the quarter. We will flip the field. Stony Point will have 1st and 10 from their own 29 when we return here on Vype.
Good evening, Stony Point Tiger fans. Chip here for my friends at Hewlett Volkswagen. By now, you know the great deals on new Volkswagens at Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown. But did you know they also stock hundreds of pre-owned vehicles as well? Hundreds. If you find yourself with that first-time driver in your home and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, Hewlett Volkswagen wants to be your hometown dealer. Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown is a proud sponsor of Stony Point Tiger football. Come see us at I-35 in the Westinghouse exit or visit HewlettVW.com.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. In a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line.
Alhi Medical ER is proud to support the Stony Point Tigers this season. Open 24/7, Alhi Medical is a full-service emergency room located just 5 minutes from Stony Point High School. With on-site labs, ultrasound, CT scan, and x-rays, their board-certified physicians deliver fast answers and compassionate expert care. Alhi Medical ER wishes the Stony Point football team and fans a safe and exciting year. Go Tigers!
Fresh 12 minutes on the board. Up the ad from our sponsor, Allied Medical Group. We thank all of our sponsors for another great season of Stony Point Tiger football here on Vype. 1st and 10 from the 29. This is Milligan in the backfield. Thompson in motion. Troyer winds up, fires, has Rhymes down the seam, just a bit too tall. You don't see many passes over the head of Tristan Rhymes.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall kid, so not too many passes over his head. But as we just saw, anything is possible.
I like the attacking of the secondary down the seam. We saw that a couple times against Vandergrift. Just couldn't connect. Can't connect here. But I like keep going back to it. They'll hit eventually, whether that's Troyer or Calbut's throwing these deep balls down the seam. It's got to connect. And
exactly. Yeah, get the right play set, get the right rhythm going, and it will connect like you stated.
Rhymes in motion, and this one underneath. This is Freeman. Stays on his feet for an extra couple yards down to the 45, call it 46-yard line. That one they kind of had Rhymes and Freeman confuse the secondary, and another first down.
There you go. And when you're going to Rhymes a lot, you want to kind of make sure that he's the big target. It leads defenders to him more, and then you have open space down the field for these other receivers to shine.
Yeah, we saw James have a lot of space early on because they were so focused on Rhymes, and now Freeman, the benefactor here. This one going to be stopped early on. False start. Don't hear a microphone, so I'm not sure of the number, but 11:21 to go in this second quarter. Tigers still down 7-0, but looking to strike back here. 1st and 15. Definitely losing the penalty battle, both on offense and defense. They have kind of shot themselves in the foot. Troyer goes back, finds Aurora Day over the middle. Mesh pattern hit high and low, and that one's going to draw out the flag.
Yeah, that was a very, very tricky tackle right there. High and low, like you stated. You just can't see that no more in these days.
He might have gotten part of the face mask, too. His head kind of went back awkwardly and then got chopped down from below as well. Definitely not a defenseless receiver, as he had a few steps going, but
exactly, and he got right back up, so we love to see it.
And I think they're going to wave away the flag. So no flag. And that will bring up 2nd and about 8. Freeman in motion. Zone read. Troyer's going to pull and go nowhere. Has to keep the ball wrapped up. Only a loss of 2 there.
And these reads been so hard for this team so far. I mean, every time we've seen a read, it's been 8 up since we saw one go. He took it about a couple of yards out, but after that, just nothing to him.
Trying to get a little bit more of the quarterback run game up and running. Haven't seen Aiden Lloyden yet. It's been predominantly Milligan in the backfield, and we've had, again, a lot of runs go for negative yards. Troyer going to fire this one out. Aurora Day caught. First down and more. Alameda Aurora Day for 15, and that's another first down. He's going towards the far side of the field as well. First down and inside 10 minutes to go. Again, nice play there. Good strong arm from Troyer finding the receiver.
And good way to hold on to the ball. I mean, just concentration on the ball, going down, making sure to keep that nice grip on it, and then get back up and go back to another play.
Seeing a lot more active in the run game here. Just a handoff and no option as Milligan stopped in the backfield. Another loss of 3. They just can't seem to get a couple yards in the run game. Going backwards.
Yeah, this, like you said, seasoned. I mean, and they've been showing it this game. No runs, not allowing none of that. They just got to go through the air, get a little creative, wear this defensive line down, and then maybe start attacking.
This Tiger offensive game is definitely focused more on the pass. As we see again here, Troyer got time, now fires deep to Rhymes and just over the head of the senior. Boy, he had to adjust for that and could not come up with it. 3rd and long upcoming.
These seam routes for this team's been so hard to connect with it. Again, we saw another over-the-head throw, so hopefully their connection gets back soon so we can see some big plays.
Yeah, Troyer was under a little bit of duress there. For the most part, he's had a pretty solid pocket to work with. Now setting up the screen pass. Milligan's got all day, all room to run. He's going to go at the 5, the 10, dives, and in for the touchdown. Well, if you can't get involved in the run game, get involved in the pass game.
And that's exactly how you do it. You throw a nice little screen, have these defenders trying to be like, oh, we got a free sack right here, dump it off to them, and as we saw, space for days. These screens are so hard to stop at this level.
Well, I'm trying to see who. And Jace Allen, I saw him get a pat on the head from a couple coaches. He had one-on-one coverage up top, and the sophomore is able to kind of maintain that block, turned his defender around, and Milligan saw that and turned on the Jets. Had a nice little dive there for the cameras in that far end zone. Puts the Tigers on the board, and they're able to convert. 7-7, 8:43 to go here in the second quarter from Kelly Reeves. Tigers striking back with the first touchdown in 5.5 quarters. We'll come back after a quick break here on Vype.
Howdy, y'all. It's the day tripper Chet Garner here for my friends at Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick. And thank you for tuning into some great Stony Point football. Now, I know you're aware of the great deals on brand new vehicles at Don Hewlett in Georgetown. But did you know Don Hewlett carries hundreds of pre-owned vehicles too? So if you have a first-time driver in your home, like I do, and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, check out Don Hewlett. Stop by today or visit online at donhewlett.com, and let's go Tigers.
Back after that, 42-yard screen pass goes the distance for Marcus Milligan. Troyer with a nice little lob over the D-line, and that gets the Tigers on the board. 7-7 here from Kelly Reeves. We've got a beautiful night. Temperatures starting to dip just a little bit, and by a little bit I mean into the low 90s instead of the mid-90s. Still in September. Not fall yet. I think next week is the start of fall, so
maybe we'll get a cold front.
We'll get that to look forward to. This one kind of skipped and taken at the 24-yard line and right up the middle. They didn't want to give up the big return last time that got them to the 42. Instead, they kind of squib it and get it to the 39.
And this is where it gets scary when you're going against the Tigers. When the offense is rolling, you make the defense happy, and if they get another stop, this offense keeps on rolling, and this is what they need.
If you're the defense, you can also kind of help out. We saw this happen last week against Vandergrift. Really tough field position that the defense was put in, and maybe you can kind of do that to Vista Ridge here tonight. Only give them about 30 to 40 yards left to defend, and as an offense that's been kind of really successful in the passing game, they can kind of take advantage of that, put some more points on the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Lasik rolling out. Just a quick out route, thrown out of bounds. It's going to be Will Johnson, the sophomore, picks up about 6. Right at the 45, and Lasik, again, this is the backup quarterback, but not shying away from the spotlight here. Came in relief last week, 12 of 19 for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, so he's a baller. He's not scared of nothing. He's going to throw the passes. Good looks, and I'm liking this quarterback.
Senior getting some D3 looks as we were informed by Rob, our Vype colleague. And this one bouncing to the outside. This is Sizatowski, turns on the Jets, outruns one man, can't outrun the second man. That was Brock Sumter, who took a nice angle. But, boy, that was some speed there from Quinn Sizatowski.
Exactly, like a fly in the wind, gone. I mean, he hit that outside, and he was gone.
Yeah, I thought some couple other defenders had some nice angles and then just hit the sideline and took off, pushed out of bounds inside the 20. It will be 1st and 10 from the 18. 8:24. Last week against Round Rock, this is a Ranger offense that only had 17 carries for 59 yards. And picked up probably close to 50 just on that run alone. Sizatowski will take a breather. Lasik taken down above. That was T.J. Daniel.
Boy, he got there and swallowed that quarterback up. Big Jelly showing off some little bit of finesse moves right there to get back there.
That is a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be happy to have him for the next couple years. This is a very impressive defensive line. Could not talk enough about it in the pregame with Rob next door. This was a a very fun defense to talk about. There's so much to talk about. Joaquin Pena, another bright spot down here, one-on-one against Kieran Pagel. Lasik looking that way. And this one popped to Sean Castillo at the end of that run. Boy, he had his helmet knocked off.
Yeah, he was breaking tackles, and then boom, here comes the hit stick right there. Knocked his helmet off. We won't see him for a play.
Mark him out at the 11-yard line or so. It's going to be third and about 3. Kind of a tight formation. You've got Reed and Pagel up top. Pagel's in motion. Lasik. RPO, this one up the middle and in for 6. Quinn Sizatowski. "11-yard touchdown run for the junior." And the Rangers with an impressive drive of themselves, the Quinn Sizatowski drive. 13-7, 7:29 to go in this second quarter. Point after, up and good.
Yeah, and that was a good drive right there. You cannot hold back on it. A lot of good runs, that drive. And, I mean, we seen it all last week. I mean, this defense just has a hard time with the run. They pick it up when it matters, but here we saw them just couldn't defend the run that good.
That's one of the few runs. I'm trying to remember if there was another run earlier this year where that has gone for that yardage. Just that one drive or that one run kind of sprung the drive and ate into the field position, just kind of sparked some life into the Ranger offense. So they go ahead 14-7 here in the second quarter. Still a lot of time, 7:29 to go. You got 2 timeouts, and you get the ball back if you're Stony Point after deferring the coin toss.
Exactly. I mean, they got time on their side to get the ball back. I mean, they shouldn't be in too much of a rush. They shouldn't be in a panic. I mean, it's right there. The score's not too high. I like it.
And as far as adjustments on offense, I don't think you can – you've had 2 drives, and one of them came down to a 4th and short. Just fell incomplete. But other than that, I like what they're doing on offense. The run game hasn't been there. You'd like that to be there. But if you're gaining 7 to 10 yards on every pass play, can't be too mad about that.
There you go. And it's more – and, it excites a lot of people. When you see a nice pass completed, it just sometimes feels better.
It's a lot more exciting when you can get the yards after catch, too, from some of these speedsters. This is speedster in the return game and taken down. Boy, I thought I saw the ball stripped out. They're going to say down by contact. Boy, referee on this near side was all over it. And I want to say he was very close to the ground.
And that's the second time this game that the ball's been popping up on the ground. So they've been getting saved here.
Yeah, Jace Allen there on the return and hobbling to the sideline. But all over it are the officials. Second time Vista Ridge has come out saying they have the ball. No turnovers from either side so far in this one. We had 2 at this point last week. 1st and 10 from the 19.
And let's see what this offense can do to answer back. I mean, got to go blow for blow here.
Aurora's got one-on-one coverage up top. If Calbus wants to fire that way, he fires the opposite side. Rhymes breaks out of a couple arm tackles and can't break out of the gang tackle. They whistle him dead at the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 7.
Yeah, and that one-on-one coverage, it might not help this defense too much. They got players on both sides of this field, so.
I'm just looking at the size advantage, too. Aurora Day up top, he's got probably about a 4 to 5 inch height advantage and on his defender, and Rhymes has about a 4 to 5 inch height advantage on his defender as this one goes forward for a first down. Marcus Milligan picking up about 4 yards the tough way. So if you can just out-physical the DBs as a wide receiver and just kind of, almost like in basketball, if you're going down there just to post up and you can kind of do that as a wide receiver on a curl route, kind of use your body, use your size to your advantage and kind of box them out on the curl route, just get an easy completion there. That's huge advantage.
Exactly, and I mean,
we got a rollout here. Calbus is in trouble, goes nowhere, trying to spin out of there. He's had a pocket for a few seconds every time he's dropped back, just could not find a man down there, and a big loss knocks him back to about the 21-yard line. A loss of about 8.
Yeah, big loss right there. We got to see what they can do. I mean, like you were saying earlier, they got the size advantage. They just got to play some backyard football and just, you want to go for a short route, get it out your hands, hit it right in their chest. Want to go deep, then you got to connect right.
They could definitely use one of those deep passes now. 2nd and 19 from their 20-yard line. We'll see if they air it out. Thompson in motion. Calbus under pressure, throws and just falls short of the senior Justin Thompson, who again was right there in the middle. And a hit forces the incompletion.
Yeah, man, you just hate to see it. I mean, wide open, a quarterback's dreams, his eyes lit up, just couldn't complete the pass, got hit while he was trying to throw it. And those are the ones that quarterbacks be like, dang, I wish I could have did this. But it's still 3rd down. You got to go deep. And if you're going to go short, you got to be explosive. So,
yeah, empty backfield here. We'll see. Last time they wanted explosiveness, they went to that short game, then the screen game. Calbus got to fire short. Freeman turns it upfield. Push from behind, and before finally being pushed back, 4th and 4. Gain of 15 does not yield a first down. 5:13 to go before halftime. We'll see if the offense stays. They do not. So that sack, the drive killer, is, we'll see who takes on punting duties. Aurora Day was relieved for a bit, but is back there now. Standing at his own 22.
So he's going to get a good punt to help this defense out.
Not a lot of wind here. Kelly Reeves, this one blocked and picked up and brought straight to the ground. Vista Ridge with the play on special teams. Dylan Gonzalez leaps in the air. There are a couple Rangers in the vicinity of blocking it. And that's the second block punt of the year. This one does not go for a touchdown like it did against Johnson, but tough spot for special teams, and the Rangers will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, put this defense in a hard spot. I mean, we know that they can make some stops. It's just going to be a little harder here. I mean, you just hate to see it. Bad, not such a good offensive drive, bad special team drive, and now this defense again and again got to pick up the slack.
Yeah, this was a lot more common last week against Vandergrift, giving the defense about 20 to 30, 40 yards to work with, to defend. Lasik under pressure and now taken down. Elijah Ramos will pick up the sack. Loss of 3 there.
And boy, I'm knowing that he was trying to go for a read there. He was open for a little bit, but these Tigers just came up in there at the right time and took the quarterback down. And this is what you got to see. It's going to be a defensive game.
Bello will sub out. Joshua Landry in. Pressure has been there tonight. Now getting some sacks out of it. Haven't seen too many of those. This one, quick out to Deshaun Castillo. Spins out of one. Couldn't spin out the second one. Clock's going to continue to run here. 3:42 to go. And close to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up about 3rd and 10.
He's another one who's low to the ground, can break a couple of tackles. I mean, nothing to him that time, but we've been seeing him break a couple of tackles. It's just been this Tiger defense always rallying up to get him. So,
yet Rob next door called him a gadget player, kind of like a Cordero Patterson. You see him as a kind of a do-it-all. We'll have him in the slot, have him come on a jet sweep and take it. He also returns kicks, so kind of a do-it-all player, and with the speed, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Lasik will roll right, kind of sling it out sidearm, and let's see who caught that. Gavin Brooks is the recipient of that one. Picks up the first down. Boy, they're going to mark him short. I thought he adjusted last minute and kind of moved forward past the sticks, but they mark him about a half yard short, 2:58.
It looks like they're going to stay out. I mean, why not? I mean, like we stated, analytics say go for it.
Pistol. Lasik is, this one, the handoff is bobbled and turnover on, not on downs, but turnover in the fumble game. Recovered by the Tigers.
And there you go. I mean, it looked like it was going to go. He had enough space to pick up a first. Couldn't get the handoff correctly. Couldn't really. And he tried to go back for the ball. And, I mean, big boy there all over it. I mean, this defense is just so good.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of hands get on the ball this afternoon. A lot of loose hands out there from both sides, except Stony Point's been on the ground for most of their fumbles in the return game, and Vista Ridge having the first giveaway here from either side on that fourth down, and this is kind of where you can spark on offense. 2:51 to go. You've got 2 timeouts, and you get the ball back. You can go score here back to back if you're Stony Point, and put yourself up 21-14 or perhaps 17-14.
Exactly.
Calbus under pressure throws. This one's going to be short of Aurora by about 4 or 5 yards. Again, this is Troyer in the pass game. It was, again, just a bit short under pressure.
And, I mean, he finds his way. I mean, his feet's moving. Just that last minute when you're trying to wind up and try to release it is when they're getting to him and that's disrupting the passing game right there. And, I mean, right now they got to take this opportunity and put it in the end zone here. They got time, like you stated, 2 timeouts. They don't got to be in a big rush. But they definitely want to come away with some points here.
12 on the play clock as Troyer sends a man in motion. Under pressure, and again, about a half yard short. Incomplete pass. Flag is down, though, on the far side. I think illegal formation is the call. Now, they sent a man in motion, and someone up top went from on the line to off the line, so I think they might have had too many in the backfield. No mics from the head officials, so I think that was the call, illegal formation. 2:39 to go. Again, another penalty is Stony Point's winning the battle you don't want to win.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's just so tough to keep. When you're behind the sticks, it's always tough. No matter first down, second down, third down, it's just tough to come back.
2nd and 15, we'll see. They keep passing the ball. They do. Troyer whipped down. And now Vista Ridge could possibly burn some timeouts. Again, we do have the 2-minute timeout to take into account. 3rd and forever. Back at the 15. Another sack as both Calbus and Troyer have had pockets in the first quarter of this game, and now those have kind of worn down as they've kept trying to throw the ball. Now just a 3-man front, as this one will most likely wind down to the 2-minute timeout. It will. So we'll step aside. Tigers with a 3rd and 24 officially from the 14-yard line. We'll step aside. Tigers down 14-7.
Looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
Howdy, y'all. It's the Day Tripper here.
Back here for 2 minutes before the half. We've got 3rd and 24 upcoming. And, boy, we were just talking back-to-back plays. You had such a great start, and you had an offense that was kind of rolling throughout this first half. Scoreboard might not show it, but eventually I'm of the mind, you have games where the offense of one team is definitely the more dominant, and it just doesn't show on the scoreboard. I'm of the belief that, that catches up with it eventually. Your karma catches up with you eventually in life, and now the offense will catch up with you on the scoreboard. Yards do eventually lead to points.
There you go. And, it's just so hard when it's back-to-back, already behind the sticks. Just got to make something.
They swing it out and go back to the screen. Here's Milligan. 3 blockers in front of him. A lot more Rangers, but Milligan breaks through and gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. Minute 50. Vista Ridge chooses not to call a timeout, and now they do. 1:47. This is their first timeout of the first half, and they look to get the ball back. We'll step aside for another 30. Back to Kelly Reeves after the break.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long distance meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line.
A substitution in punters for the Tigers. Tyler White took over last week, takes over this week in the first half. Fourth and 9 from the 29. Pressure comes and doesn't get there as White knocks this one back. It takes a Vista Ridge bounce, and they quickly stop it about 49.5-yard line, so about 51 yards to go for Vista Ridge if they want to expand on their lead. Minute 38 to go. Again, Stony Point will get the ball back after halftime, and we'll see if Vista Ridge could expand their lead or if Stony Point wants to force another turnover.
Yeah, exactly. And, just defense out on the field again after a turnover. It's just hard for this defense. And we seen it last week that you can only do so much as a defense before it's like your offense gotta do something to help this defense out.
I'll remind you to stay tuned for the halftime. We'll crank up the crowd mic and let the bands do their thing as Lasik fires out of bounds, intended for Kieran Pagel. We've got uniforms this week. I guess the last couple weeks it has been pretty toasty, not ideal conditions to throw in another layer of uniform, so excited to see the bands perform as the last couple weeks they've been able to add on to their shows. It's been really exciting to see as Lasik gets the swing pass and lowering the shoulder as Sizatowski goes out of bounds at the first down marker. They wave it forward out at the 40. Just a simple run there, simple pass and run there. Sizatowski with kind of the head start. Picks up the first down. Minute 27 to go. Again, clock is stopped. 2 timeouts still for the Rangers. Lasik, quick drop and out and trying to run before the catch. Falls incomplete. Ben Reed, the intended target.
And they're trying to go for these short passes. The kryptonite to this secondary, just very hard to defend a short route, 1-2, get it out your hands. And that's what we've been seeing these past couple of plays here.
Trying to go bend, don't break here. Get them to stay in no man's territory. Is this one out of bounds at the 35-yard line, 1:16 to go. I did see their kicker warming up from about 50 yards out, so this is within range.
Which always helps if you go like that. It just takes a lot of pressure off of a coordinator.
Of course, Cowboys fans will know Brendan Aubrey is good from about the opposite 30. It seems nearly intercepted. Boy, that was a tough catch to Sean Castillo. He went up for that. Pena was in the area, but Castillo brought that one down quick. Clock continues to run. 4th down and short, and now Vista Ridge will call a timeout. So Coach Chad Scott on the far sideline has a decision to make. Does he want to kick a field goal? It would be probably, I'll try to do the math here. I think that would be close to a 50-yarder as it stands.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough decision right here because you're right there. But as we saw, the last drive that they had ended up in a fumble. So it's kind of like a 50-50 here.
And, of course, earlier I said he was warming up from 50. That doesn't mean he was making them. I won't say he was making them all from 50, but definitely warming up there. It's kind of like in basketball and other sports. You kind of practice what you're used to, what you're good at, I guess, or what you're trying to improve on. And he's making a couple here and there, but looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. And I think this is the right decision if you're Vista Ridge. Big gamble, though, because if it's anything like Johnson, we could have 6 going the other way.
There you go.
Lasik rolling out to the right, under pressure now. Steps, fires, has a man. Downfield. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Vista Ridge. Mason Keene had a step on the defender. On a 4th and 3, they take it all.
And boy, I mean, like you said, had a step on him. Great placement of that ball right there for that quarterback. We've been saying great things about him. And it's just tough. It's just so tough when you got good quarterbacks and then a sure-handed receiver. It's just so tough for a defense to guard.
Point after is good, 21-7. So we talked about Johnson, 6 going the other way. Well, now they give up 6, and, boy, you're in a tough spot here. 54 seconds, it's tough to go 75 yards even in high school sports, in high school football with 2 timeouts. Even with the passing offense that Stony Point has had tonight, it's just a tough decision. Do you want to be overly aggressive here? Or do you take a couple knees and go into the half and get the ball back in the third? But uncharacteristically giving up some big plays here from the Stony Point defense. This is surprising. Both in the run and pass game, this is not kind of what we came into this expecting. Defense was the consistent, and those 2 big plays, the run from Sizatowski to set up the last touchdown, and now the big play here.
Yeah, this defense is just so good. So it just surprises you when you see stuff like that happen. As for this offense, I mean, like you said, which one do you want to do? I mean, you're down by 2 now. And you get the ball in third quarter. So, I mean, you don't have to play it aggressive. But if you want points on the board, then you're going to have to push it down the field pretty fast.
This one going to be fair caught. I'll take over at the 25-yard line. So 75 yards to go. We'll see. You can kind of get an indication from the first play or first couple plays perhaps what they plan to do here. Kenneth Calbus comes out with the offense. Rhymes going to stay on this side. Aurora Day goes to the opposite side. 54 seconds and 2 timeouts for the Tigers. Now we'll get things underway here. A couple defensive adjustments there. And quick run up the middle. Boy, Calvick got a nice little pop there, possibly looking for a flag. Did hand the ball off. That wasn't a play action by any means. They ran the ball about 7 yards, and Kinnick took a nice little pop at the end. Gets up, no flag, 2nd and 3.
See the defenders, the secondary trying to play double hats with safeties on top, so they don't want them to go for nothing big here.
Hand off here. Might get a holding call here. Terrell Abercrumbia, the ball carrier here. And it is a hold. So back him up, and also it's going to stop the clock. 2nd down. Still 2nd down and 13. Again, probably safe just to take a knee here. Go into the half again. Stony Point gets the ball. We'll let the bands do their thing during halftime. We'll turn up the crowd mics. And send you off as this one going to end with another run for a loss. 21-7 our score. Vista Ridge with an impressive showing on offense here in this first half. Stony Point impressive on offense in spurts, but just 7 points to show for it. 28 minutes on the board. We'll come back after halftime. Back to Kelly Reeves after a quick break here on Vype.
Looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. United Independent School District and Vista High School proudly present your Vista Red Ranger Band. Tonight we are proud to congratulate our very own Vista Red Percussion for being named the Grand Champion last Saturday's Stony Hill Percussion Invitation. In addition to this incredible achievement, the front ensemble, based on it, is symbols were each awarded best in class in the advanced large division. Congratulations, Ranger Percussion. We are so proud of you. Our Ranger Band student of the week is Ryan Smith. Our JV Band member of the week is Jackson Young. Percussion member of the week, Christian Rodriguez. Guard member of the week, Emmanuel Ahoy. Section of the week is the trombone. This will always define excellence every day. Tonight, we are team of proud to present part 1 and 3 of the 2023 production, Perfect Imperfections. This year's show will feature names of the spiritual apostles, Sam Mozart, Eric Whitford, and original music by Tom Gregg and Ryan George. Now, under the field leadership of Joe Majors Aaron Long, Evan DeBrine, Amy Gobono, and Penelope Zink, your Vista Ridge High School Marching Band. Let's show up loud and proud for the Ranger Band. Go Ranger Band! Tiger Nation, are you ready? It's showtime. High School Tiger Dancers. The award-winning Tiger Dancers are under the direction of Andy Wassman and Kendall Crosby. Diamond sponsors for the Tiger Dancers are Kimberly Holtzman Realtor, Philip Chicken and the Dance Gallery. Platinum sponsor is Sean Fraser, Personal and Very Loyal. Social officers for the Tiger Dancers are Ariana Thacker, Mariah Alexander, Co-President Ariana Joshua, and Co-President Brittany Houghton. Leading the $20 scale are the flight officers, Junior Lieutenant Michaela Kerr, First Lieutenant Peyton Ramirez, and your captain, Audrey Garner. This week, we'd like to honor the following Tiger Dancers. Most motivated is Victoria Yosanowski. Officer's choice is Addie Olesen. And the Tiger Dancer of the week is Janaya Alexander. And now, for your Thursday Night Lights halftime entertainment, the Tiger Dancers will perform their prop routine to Don't Start Now, played by our Tiger Band. the Tiger Band in Sapphire color guard. The Tiger Band is led to the field by Alyssa Summers and Molly Overman. Our captains are brass captain Drupad Krishna, woodwind captain Enrique Garza, front ensemble captain Melissa Traw, battery captain Ray Young, and color guard captain is Scarlett Valdez. The marchers of the week are Ruben Castillo from the trumpet section, Sabine Khan from the clarinet section, Silas Gonzalez from the front ensemble, and Alex Gutierrez from the drum line. The guard member of the week is Chelsea St. Clair. The drum major's choice is Sean Apple from the Malaphone section. And this week's section of the week, sponsored by Share, is the trumpet. The band will be presenting Acts 1, 2, and 3 of their marching show production, Sweet Estate, featuring the music Pure Imagination, Augustus Flute from the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, First Suite in E-flat from the Military Band by Gustav Holst, English Folk Song Suite by Ralph Vaughn Williams, Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. administration of Stony Point High School for their leadership. The Tiger Band would also like to thank Mr. Alfred Ramos and the Tiger Band Boosters for their support. The Tiger Band would also like to acknowledge this year's sponsors, Central Texas Massage and Body Works, Santiago's Tex-Mex San Cadena, Alejandro de la Porta, Rich State Washington, and Donald Lee with Texas Coast Photography. The Tiger Band would also like to wish the Michiganers and Ranger Band the best of luck in their competitive marching season. Coming back onto the field, the Vista Ridge Rangers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to halftime here at Kelly Reeves. We've got about 30 seconds or so left. Stony Point is yet to come out of the tunnel. We had fantastic performances by both bands. Rangers lead this one 21-7. Stony Point will receive when we resume play. Want to take a moment to shout out our gold and blue sponsors as well. We don't play their commercials during, but we will shout them out here. Active Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation, Buddy's Burger, Marco's Pizza, Premier Roofing, TJSN 4 Vision Photography, Veribank, Alley's Way, Corridor Title, First Texas Bank, Mighty Fine Burgers, Prosperity Bank, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard, and Tony C's Pizza. Thank you to our gold and blue sponsors. Appreciate all of our sponsors here this season's Stony Point Tiger football. Got a good one here, 21-7 our score, but I mean, with a score after halftime, Stony Point can really turn this thing around, and their offense has been churning, cranking up the yards in that first half. Have had some lapses defensively, which are kind of uncharacteristic of them so far this season, but fresh 24 minutes on the clock. We got a whole lot of game left and a whole lot of time to possibly right the ship here.
Yeah, exactly. A whole lot of time. You don't need to worry too much if you're a Stony Point offense. You just got to pick up the pieces here and make a statement on this drive right here that you're still in this.
Got an opportunity to do something big here in special teams. Special teams is one of the spots that Stony Point has struggled with. Had to adjust punters for the second week in a row after a blocked punt. This one taken, and it's going to be fair caught at the 3-yard line. They'll start it at the 25. So a lot heavier in the pass game here, as we've seen compared to the last week's. Now, coming into this game, Stony Point ran the ball an average of 31 times and only threw for 18 times. They blew that 18 out of the water in that first half as Troyer and Calbus really let it fly and just had some near misses in the deep ball down the seams as they were just under pressure the last couple times in the second quarter and just couldn't connect.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's just and it's just very hard for when you can't connect like here.
Just a simple pass. But it brings up so much. It brings confidence. That's Rhymes's. I think he's at 5 or 6 catches now, so he's getting a lot more involved here. Again, no catches last week against Vandergrift.
Exactly, and I mean, it was surprising that he didn't get no throws or a lot of catches or none at all. So, I mean, just surprising. Here he's showing up today.
A lot more tempo here. Rhymes going in motion. This is Calbus looking left and intercepted. Boy, jumping the route and returned at the 20. Calbus. Flag comes in, but Calbus is going to bring him down at the 8-yard line. Dylan Gonzalez, boy, gets the blocked punt and then brings up the interception.
Yeah, he was sitting on that route the whole time, he had a nice little cushion zone, reading the quarterback's eyes where he was going with it and just picked the play off.
And a nice return here. We'll see what the flag is. Holding on the return is the calls 10 yards from spot of the foul. So, boy, 2 plays in, and that's the opposite of what you want.
Yeah, that's not a very good drive right there, or a drive that you like to see. Just a little slip up. Defense have to step up now, and this offense got to get their heads on a swivel here and figure out what they got to do here.
Everyone coming to the sidelines, not the greatest of body languages, but getting some coaching, getting some advice there on the sidelines and trying to make something better when they have their next drive. Lasik going to roll out to the right, looking downfield, has a man, fires downfield, and in for the touchdown is Ben Reed. Boy, 2 plays, and this game is starting to get out of hand. 27-7.
Busted coverage right there as we saw him go over the top again. Defense looks like, whose man was that, whose man was that? All the way into the end zone right there for another drive in 2 plays. Defense capitalized, and in 2 plays, offense capitalized. I mean,
this is a bit of a shock here. We're seeing at Kelly Reeves. 28-7 our score. And Vista Ridge looking firmly in control of this one. 11-11 left to go in the third. And we'll step aside for a quick break.
Looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
21-point deficit for the Stony Point Tigers. This Vista Ridge team, 3-0 on the season, have kind of had to claw back their last 2 weeks. Last week against Round Rock, they did not lead until the third quarter, ended up winning 30-29. We
rotating these quarterbacks out.
First down. Troyer with trips. Excuse me, this is Calbus. Read option. That has just not been the play all night.
Yeah, it's very hard for I mean, this defensive line right here is a very good run-stop defense. Just got to make it happen with the short passes. We saw promising games. You got to make it happen. Get a second down here.
Second and 12, 10 minutes to go. Stepping up in the pocket, this is Troyer. He's got a lot of green to the left. Has to juke back as had to put the brakes on. Maybe could have gotten the first down. But it's going to be a 3rd and short. Good pickup, though.
Yeah, very nice pickup. Very poised in that pocket right there. We see that both of these quarterbacks are good, but this one, if he got to run, he will step up in that pocket and get. When he sees green, he's going to go for it.
Haven't always been able to get to that open space either tonight. Have some chase down from behind this defensive line, who is making the stop there. Are they going to mark him forward progress? I think they will. Just gets it by the nose of the football.
There you go, and that's what you're looking for. I mean, it's just so hard over and over again. We keep talking about it. So hard to run the ball against this defense right here. But you got to stay balanced. You can't just keep throwing the ball. You get plays like you did earlier when you just focus on the passing. You got to stay balanced, put these secondary on their toes.
Yeah, keep everybody honest. Keep them aware that there's multiple dimensions for this offense. Kind of a tighter formation here. The option and a big hit. James lost the ball out of bounds at the end. Kind of a cleanup tackle. Forces the ball out and out of bounds. The forward progress will only lose him about a yard. 2nd and 11. 8.5 minutes to go in this third. Tigers with interception on the second play of this half. And Vista Ridge capitalizes the very next play.
Nice rollout.
Play action, and down field is Rhymes across the middle. Another good play from him. When he's in space across the middle, he does a nice job turning upfield and makes the right play. Some exchanges about class schedules, I'm sure, are taking place. First down at the 37-yard line of Vista Ridge. 8 minutes to go.
And like you were stating, once he sees Green, he's a sure-handed receiver. I mean, he's been getting his number called a lot this game. And they got to keep doing it. They got to keep on clawing and scratching their way up this field if they want a shot at coming back. And this is the right start right here.
About 4 minutes elapsed. They bring the pressure. Troyer stands in, nearly throws another pick.
And, boy, they came in like a hot-seeking missile. I mean, he shot through that line so fast. I mean, just almost another pick. 2 defenders right there.
Yeah, C.J. Milligan got a hand on it. Boy, credit for standing in there, but just a half second earlier, maybe he gets it over the hands of the outstretched receiver. Like you said, a missile is the best way to describe that. 2nd and 10. Breathe a sigh of relief. 4 receivers set. Under pressure again, this time rolling out. Troyer will bring it down and run. Chase from behind, but picks up about 2.
This time not looking downfield, trying to force a pass. He just took whatever he can get. And we got a 3rd down with 8 yards to go.
Now, really, in that first quarter, we talked about a couple drives. Had that first one stall out on a 4th down. This one looking to be a little bit more promising. We'll see if they can convert the 3rd down. The pocket has not been so clean. Troyer going deep. Aurora Day gets some separation and a beautiful catch on the sideline.
And that's what you want to see. Just give it to him. You look at the safety, he's out of the picture right there. When he's out of the picture and it's one-on-one coverage, you got to give it to him every time. Nice concentrated catch right there. That's a beautiful play right there.
You give your receiver a chance at the 50-50 ball, and he comes up with a big play like that. He's been quiet for a lot of this game, but a big pickup there. That's really what they needed. 1st and goal from the 6. Milligan in the backfield. Aurora Day at the top of your screen. Troyer nearly loses it. Keeps his eyes downfield, now runs for it and picks up about 3. Boy, hearts in mouths there. Don't want to turn the ball over this close to the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. Not after that play, but good, very detail to attention, picking up the ball, not seeing nothing, and just putting his head down and try to get a little what he can, if anything at all.
I think they gave him 2 there. One-on-one coverage, and now the safety kind of lines over. Troyer firing back, and does Rhymes catch it? Oh, my goodness. With the fingertip grab. I thought that was way over top. We were talking about how hard it is to overthrow a guy. Did not do it there. He puts it right where Rhymes, and only Rhymes, can catch it. Touchdown, Tigers.
There you go. I mean, just beautiful plays on this receiver core right here. We got one over the top over here, and then another over the top head tap right there. You just love to see it. I mean, great plays. This is what you need on this drive to spark up this defense and then maybe get more points on the board. You know what you got to do.
It sounds simple, but score, stop, score, stop. Now you scored, now you got to get the stop as Tyler White puts the extra point on the board. 28-14, Tigers answering back there, cutting it back to a 14-point deficit. Now defense, your move. 5 minutes on that drive, or 5 or so minutes on that drive, and looking very impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it earlier. You got an advantage out there. If this defense is gonna try to test you one-on-one, hurt them every time. Don't give them a chance. Throw it over the top and let your playmakers make plays. That's what they're supposed to do.
And what was so successful in that first quarter really is they had time to throw. Calbus and Calbus and Troyer were finding just acres of space in the pocket. They could sit back and scan the entire field, get through their reads, and they haven't really had that much time in the second and third quarter. They've had to be a little bit more mobile. Troyer did a nice job that drive, getting outside the pocket and just tucking his head down and running. Took a couple shots, but got right back up and was able to stand in and throw some pretty passes, put the Tigers on the board.
I mean, just like you said, there you go.
Now defense. Can you follow?
There you go. Your move. Got to lock in a little bit. Offense should have gave you a little spark right there.
Little squib kick. Boy, that one fielded like a ground ball at the 47-yard line. Incredible reflexes. And they have had just excellent field position. Every squib kick or pooch kick return that they've had.
I mean, now this defense gotta play. I mean, I like the position. You got some space to work with, but not as much as you probably planned on coming in on this drive.
Yeah, D-line has been getting home, but can the Tigers avoid that miscommunication in the back end? That was what Ben Reed was able to do. Is now some movement here from the line. Disguising the play as this one bounced outside. Spikes, his first carry, Jonah Spikes. It's been primarily Sisitowski.
Trick this defense up, get them off their toes, get them a little confused. Defense looked poised that drive.
Solid 8-yard gain. Again, this is the backup quarterback, Cameron Lasik. Caden Arno, injured last week. Lasik has come in here, and the senior has put up some solid numbers as this one handed off and bumbling forward for first down. Whistled down. Kind of looked like he rolled over some bodies. He certainly seemed to think he wasn't down. Going to be another run by Spikes.
It's what they got to pick up on.
Yeah, first down, Vista Ridge. That read option play has kind of been working for Vista Ridge, not so much for Stony Point. First and 10 from the 38. Man in motion. Spikes still in the backfield. This one over the head of Lasik. He picks it up and throws it out of bounds. Does it reach the line of scrimmage? They're going to say receiver was in the area. And, maybe now they'll talk about it.
Boy. Bad snap right there.
Able to stay poised. They're going to say, I think I saw someone pointing towards the sideline, and you can see the instant replay here at Kelly Reeves. There was a receiver in the area. Second and 10. Could have been second and 20. Spikes to his left. Lasik fires one in, broken up. And there's Pena getting the left arm in there.
And yeah, there you go. telling them that they're still in this. They're still in this.
If he didn't get his left arm in there, that would have been 6 for Ben Reed.
There you go. And, I mean, you got your best, I feel like, your best cornerback on your best receiver. And that's just what happens. I mean, Pena's been stopping. We haven't been hearing too much about Reed too much. So it just goes to show you what kind of defender he is.
Yeah, Ben Reed had 5 catches and 4 touchdowns last week. So just a solid wide receiver for the Rangers. Lasik under pressure. Throwing the screen pass in, tipped and broken up. Good job from that D-line. I think Bello might have gotten a paw on it.
Yeah, and there you go. I mean, this is what they like to hear. They got just a little momentum, and look what they turned it into. I saw Reed. He kind of did like a little – receivers were blocking for him. He went underneath trying to block Pena off, but to no avail.
A good response there from the defense. Bello fired up on the sideline, and now Vista Ridge will come out in a punt formation at the 38-yard line, try to pin him deep. Ben Reed doing punting duties. Pinned him down at the 2-yard line beforehand. Nice little pooch punt. Rhymes will take the fair catch at the 11 this time. 5:03 to go. We'll step aside. Tigers with an opportunity to get closer here in the third.
Friday night lights are here, Round Rock. Make sure you're rolling up to the big game in a ride that shines. At Club Car Wash, unlimited wash plans start at one low monthly price, so your car looks like a winner all season long. Plus, enjoy free microfiber towels and vacuums at every visit. Keeping your car game day ready is easier than ever. Sign up today at clubcarwash.com, because under the lights, a clean car always stands out.
First and 10 when we come back. It is Troyer. Finds his man outside. Picks up about 7. Under 5 minutes to go. You already have a touchdown, and now Troyer looking to lead another one. Good pass there. Gets him out to the 20. Again, we came out talking after halftime that you don't have to get it all at once. As kind of a bunch formation. They run it outside. Milligan cuts it upfield. Gains about 4 or 5.
Best game we've seen today.
Yeah, a lot of them look to be dead in the water. Milligan made the most of it there. So we talked about coming back from the half. You don't have to get it all at once. They immediately throw an interception on the second play and then pay for it by giving up a touchdown. So just kind of a double whammy there. Put yourself down by 21. But you're coming back. I mean, you score there. I mentioned it last time. Score, stop. Score, stop. We're in the middle of that right now, so defense answers the call. Troyer winding up, firing, and out of bounds. A little contact, but definitely not a catchable ball. Aurora Day. Just the intended target.
And that's okay. I mean, they're trying to go deep right now, as we see that they believe in. They're starting to want to go deep because they're believing in their receivers to make plays like that.
And receivers are giving their quarterback a reason, saying, look at the catches that we've made. We talked about at the break. Aurora Day's catch on the near sideline. Rhymes' catch in the end zone. These receivers are really, kind of giving their quarterback some confidence. Just throw it up. I'll be there.
There you go.
See if they continue to air it out here. 2nd and 10. 4:03 to go here in the third. Play action. Troyer in trouble. Still on his feet. Fires out. Rhymes couldn't hold on to it. I think I saw that was a hat, not a flag that came out. Usually that's in the vicinity of illegal touching, but no receiver was on that side unless that came off incidentally. I saw something fly in my peripherals, and I thought it was a flag for a second.
And, boy, that quarterback was poised there. It looked like he was going down, broke that tackle. He just couldn't hang on to that one there. And that would have been a nice grab going out to the sidelines. Just
kind of the same thing we saw from Lasik. Instead of having it be a 10 or 20-yard loss on the sack, he throws it out of bounds for an incomplete pass. Similar thing there. Brings up 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and 15. Troyer steps up again. Rolls left. Fires across his body. Another catch by Rhymes.
what are we saying? I mean, just the concentration on these receivers today. Concentration, I mean, they're catching it with their fingertips. And these are not easy catches when you're getting hit like that. I mean, these receivers are playing.
And not an easy pass, too. Boy, Troyer was rolling to his left and threw back across his body towards the middle of the field as Rhymes was moving towards the middle of the field instead of towards the boundary. And just an incredible pass and catch. Couple of top-grade athletes here at Stony Point. Now you got trips to the near side. Troyer with more time to throw, and he finds James in a crowd of space. Cuts it upfield and push from behind. A huge hit.
A nice move, and I mean, that was a dart right there. I mean, that quarterback put some oomph into it. I mean, must have been a win. I don't know, but.
And when you got time to throw, you can step into throws like that.
That's
what we haven't seen in a few quarters, but looks really nice there. And another first down to the 38-yard line. This is what we saw in that first week against Eastview. They put up 42 points and definitely able to make some noise in the pass game here. Just a run to keep the defense honest, trying the outside and for no gain.
There you go. I mean, just run to keep the defense honest. I mean, we know it. It's been a little they're not such a bright spot on this offense as this run game right now. But sooner or later, you know, the defense starts getting tired. That's when you start feeding it and get those 5 yards, you know, even less, 3 to 4, then boom.
I was going to say the same thing. And we saw Milligan cut one back for a few yards, but they just haven't. You think they're going to get one as this one over the head of Justin Thompson. Boy, Troyer was looking for his man there. Thompson wanted a flag as to be a little bit of contact down the field. I didn't see anything too nefarious, but brings up a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. We'll see what they go with here. Rhymes on the near side, Aurora Day up top.
That's what you want to see.
Freeman on the line in its tight end spot. And flag's going to come out, and Troyer is blasted from the side. Huge hit. Nate Cochran lit him up. This one might go on Stony Point anyway. No, offsides defense.
Yeah, and that defense was trying to get set up right there, trying to get their formation in that one press, one back, and then the safety on top. And I guess they just kind of went a little bit offsides there.
Well, I thought it was going to be another illegal formation. We had one of those earlier, and now instead of 3rd and 15, you're at 3rd and 5.
That gave the offense a break right there.
Coverage still being thrown around. Troyer looking right. Now fires right, has Aurora Day. Another amazing catch inside the 5.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, back-to-back grabs. That's what you love to see. Another nice grab. Went over the top. Presence was good on the quarterback. He didn't just dart it in. We saw another man over the field. He trusts his receiver right there. And another over-the-top grab. Perfect plays.
Incredible catch. We were talking like fingernail catches these receivers are making.
I mean, this is some nice concentration on this core right here. I mean, whatever these coaches told them in the locker room, it sure did help this receiver core right now because they are locked in.
And I was watching what the defense was moving around and doing. I saw like a couple defenders going up top. I'm like, why are they going up there? They were doubling Rhymes, and so that's why Aurora Day had that single coverage on the near side. Is a little confusion there coming out of the big play as we see, just a beautiful replay on the on the screen here at Kelly Reeves. Impressive from Aurora Day and Rhymes and Troyer in all stages of the passing game. 1st and goal from the 5 as Stony Point will call their first timeout. Minute 17 left to go in this 3rd.
After the beautiful grab, let's see what this offense got in store. I mean, they're knocking at the door. Just go ahead and answer it.
I think it was you who mentioned in the first half they could just connect on those deep deep passes. We had a couple down the seam, and now we broke the code. It's not the middle. We got to go to the boundaries.
There you go. There you go. Not the inside, but the outside. Outside the numbers.
First and goal from the 5. Are you going to stick with the passing game, or do you put your head down and give it to Milligan? Big man in motion. They got the jumbo package in there. And timeout, Vista Ridge. It was Terrence Lackey, the offensive lineman, that was in motion. And I think Vista Ridge saw that. Maybe want to take another time to think about it. We'll step aside for 30 here in the third quarter. Stony Point. Now scratch that. They will keep it right here. There's a quick timeout. Minute 17, and Stony Point looking to add on their second touchdown here in the third quarter, as Vista Ridge put up 2 touchdowns in that second quarter. Calvison now. He takes the quarterback power and untouched into the end zone.
Yeah, that was, great play right there. We saw the timeout. I guess that's what they was going for in that jumbo set. They said, well, we're gonna still go ahead and keep the ball on the ground this time. And that's what we're talking about. Keep the defense honest. It's just so hard. Too many bodies right there, and he just goes in for another touchdown.
This is a different offense that's come out of the locker room. Tyler White. Extra point is up and good. 28-21. Stony Point cuts the lead in half to 7 and comes towards the bench, trying to hype this Thursday night crowd up here at Kelly Reeves. We'll step aside for a quick break here on Vype with the Rangers leading 28-21.
Hey Tiger fans, thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Chip here for Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown. We've all heard the term, teamwork makes the dream work, and it's on display every game night here in Stony Point Country. My friends at Hewlett Volkswagen are a great team as well. They surprise customers every day with how fun it can be to buy a car at Hewlett Volkswagen. When you love where you work and what you do and it becomes fun, the customers sometimes join in, and maybe even dance a little. So come see for yourself at I-35 in the Westinghouse exit or HewlettVW.com.
28-21, Stony Point kicks this, and it's bobbled at the 15, still on the ground. Finally picked up and gathered, and now some space. White can't make the tackle, past the 40. This one might be coming back, though. Couple flags in the area of the return, but either way, incredible return for Vista Ridge, and it has been a disaster on special teams for this Stony Point team.
Yeah, it looked like it was, it looked like he was dead in water right there, but he turned something into nothing. And boy, let's see what these.
So it was a holding on the return. We'll see. It's going to be spotted the foul. But still, they're right about where they've started multiple drives between the 40 and the 50 with only about 50 to 60 yards to go. That's kind of where they've started most of their drives tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a close one. It looked like he was going to go all the way.
So we've had a score. We've had a stop. We've had a score. Defense.
Answer the challenge.
Lasik hands this one off. Sizatowski can't turn the corner, but still picks up 8. I think that was Brock Sumter on the tackle. Inside a minute to go here in the third. It'll be 2nd and 2. A lot of stretch plays to Sizatowski, showing off his speed. Same with Deshaun Castillo.
Yeah, I mean, they're both so quick. It's just so hard to put a hand around them and try to catch up with them when they got that second burst.
Sizatowski motion back, and here is Castillo here on the jet sweep. Still trying to dance his way out of a tackle, and he cannot. Jeremiah Barbie on the tackle, but it was Pena kind of setting that edge.
Yeah, I mean, and we just said he just dances. I mean, he was dancing. Looked like he was about to get out. Nope, grabbed your jersey, and you're coming down with me. Barbie with a nice sound tackle or to stop that play in the mud.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 3, but not before we go to the 4th quarter. Final 12 minutes. Tigers cut into the lead, 28-21, when we come back to Kelly Reeves here on Vype.
Howdy, y'all. It's the day tripper Chet Garner here for my friends at Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick. And thank you for tuning into some great Stony Point football. Now, I know you're aware of the great deals on brand new vehicles at Don Hewlett in Georgetown. But did you know Don Hewlett carries hundreds of pre-owned vehicles too? So if you have a first-time driver in your home, like I do, and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, check out Don Hewlett. Stop by today or visit online at donhewlett.com, and let's go Tigers.
12 minutes to go to decide this one. Tyler Alsis, Jacoby Cavett with you here on Thursday Night Football. This is week 2 of the district season. 0-1 for Stony Point, 1-0 for Vista Ridge. Vista Ridge next week will take on Vandergrift at home. That game on Friday at 7 p.m. Stony Point will play at Dragon Stadium against McNeil. That game also on Friday at 7.
Big turnaround for this team right here. See what this defense can give up right now.
3rd and 3 from the 46. Lasik under pressure and is sandwiched before the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 2. And they do bring on the punt team.
There you go. That's what you want to see right here. If you're a Stony Point, you gotta take advantage of this right here.
So if you're keeping track on your cards at home, score, stop. Score, stop.
Now all we got to do is score.
What's next? There we go.
There you go. There you go.
Here is Reed on the punting duties to Rhymes, and he takes it, and I don't know if he had the fair catch signal, but he just catches it and drops it to avoid it progressing any further, and smart decision there. 1st and 10 from the 10. Boy, it just seemed that Stony Point hasn't been winning the field position game as the defense gets a nice little standing ovation from the crowd coming back to the bench.
I mean, hats to them. They did it. That was the stop that they needed, and now this offense, they just got to keep on with the same intensity that they've been doing and don't let up. Can't get tired in these moments. Play through it.
And it is Troyer. Fires a quick out to Aurora Day. Keeps both feet on the ground and catches this one for a gain of about 9. It has been Troyer these last few drives. Calvis picked up the touchdown on the quarterback run, but Troyer's been the main one throwing it. 2nd and 1 from the 19.
There we go, and as we can see, he's looking over there. He's trying to read this coverage. You can see.
Handoff. Milligan stops initially and then just nowhere to go. It's a little too patient of a run, but he really didn't have much of a spot to go. Boy, they're going to give him forward progress there. I thought Milligan went backwards.
Yeah, and they're giving it to him, so keep the chains moving.
Clock's going to run here inside 11 minutes. Freeman will come in, replacing Thompson. Aurora Day's on the near side. James in motion. Troyer looking downfield. Fires, and just out of the outstretched arms, Andrew Freeman. Can't bring it down.
He's been having some time in this pocket. It's when he gets dangerous right here. When you give him time in the pocket, he starts darting stuff downfield, making plays happen.
I noticed Vista Ridge sent a spy on him as well. That's kind of the first time I've seen that happen tonight, at least for Troyer. They wouldn't have had him there. They definitely would have had a lot of green in front of him. So 2nd and 10. Milligan. Play action. Troyer makes one-man miss and fires incomplete to James. He's running his drag route about 5-6 yards down the field. 3rd and 10. Again, just trying to find a clean pocket. But Troyer's doing a nice job without trying to make a couple men miss. Going on the rollout. Rhymes at the bottom of your screen. Aurora Day at the top. Troyer fires down the middle into double coverage, and that's going to draw a flag.
There you go. And another break. Give him another break. He was looking for the flag.
Yeah, James went up, tried to grab that one. Just got a little hand around the waist from one defender. The other defender came in, crashed into both of them right as the ball was getting there. So pass interference. Converts the 3rd down and fresh set of downs at the 35.
Get this crowd riled up. They like to see it. Move them chains.
10:06 to go. 1st and 10. Troyer. Quick pass out and just miscommunication there. James turned inside and Troyer fired outside. Again, almost abandoning the run here entirely.
Yeah.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go. I mean, they've been seeing so much success in this pass game. I mean, just got to keep at it. Defenders look like they're getting tired in this secondary level. Don't let up.
Troyer under pressure, steps up, fires it, and incomplete. Boy, Freeman was the intended target and just about a yard short. Another avoiding a sack, getting it out of his hand. Troyer saves it for 3rd and 10.
And this is when they've been stepping up. On these 3rd downs, they've been stepping up. So,
and Vista Ridge has been upping their pressure. I wonder if we go back to that screen play that we saw. Milligan broke.
There you go. I mean, they up the pressure, just toss it off.
Troyer, pressure from the backside and still gets it out to Rhymes. They're going to give him 9. Boy, 4th and short here near midfield.
Coach is itching.
We're looking to the sideline. Offense is looking to the sideline. We're looking at the sideline. Offense is going to stay out there.
There you go. They believe in this O.
Boy, and Troyer looks shaken up. Head to the sideline. Kenneth Calbus in. 4th and a yard. Milligan in motion. Calbus up the middle. He's got the 1st down.
And the crowd signaling 1st down. Move them chains.
Boy, it has been all Stony Point after that interception, followed by the deep ball from Vista Ridge early on in this second half. Since then, 14-0 Stony Point. And just chipping away here. Under 9 minutes to go. Troyer back in the game. Milligan to his right. He's got trips. Now to his left. He's got trips to the near side. Aurora Day up top. Troyer with a clean pocket. Delivers Oliver James for a first down.
Boy, both of these quarterbacks just know how to dart it in. I love this offense because of that. I mean, step up, next man in, take one of their quarterbacks in. Got a fresh quarterback coming at you, just darting it in. Receivers, running backs locking in on on all pass plays. I just love it.
This is some great football action we saw. We were a little bit stunned to see 21-7 at the half, and this is the type of game we were expected to see throughout. 28-21 with the Tigers threatening. Inside 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. Troyer under pressure, fires across the seam, trying to find Rhymes. Incomplete, no flag. Rhymes stumbled towards the end of the route. I'm not sure if feet got tangled up. Actually, that was Thompson in the middle. Not sure if feet got tangled up or what, but ball falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. And I think everybody in the stadium knows that they're not going to run the ball. They're not going to mess around with that. They're going to keep the ball in the air.
There you go. I mean,
and why not? I'm curious to see. We don't have a way to keep track of stats during the game, but we're definitely going to focus on this game next week. Troyer just too deep for Rhymes. Third down and 10 now.
Again and again, 3rd down and 10, but they keep finding ways to convert.
Aurora Day on the near side. Rhymes at the top. Vista Ridge showing pressure. They bring pressure. And the screen was set up, but Milligan can't keep a hand on it. 4th and 10. Boy, and this is a tough one, and they're going to bring the punt team out.
Going to rely on this defense. And, man, I mean, that drive was just good drive. Just didn't end so well. I mean.
Yeah, and I think this is the right call. 4th and 10. If it was 4th and 4, 4th and 3 inside that, I think you go for it. 4th and 10, though, you're like you said, the defense, put it in the hands of your defense. It's been, pretty good except for that first play touchdown for Vista Ridge. It's been a different defense since then. Let Tyler White pin him back deep as this one bobbled at the 12. Ball still on the ground. A fight at the bottom, and who's got it? Stony Point pointing towards their end zone. Still no signal. Now Stony Point has the ball.
And what a turn of events. I mean, they've been having problems at the problems. The tide is coming their way. I mean, now they just got to make a play. They got to answer right here.
Essentially a 30-yard gain. Punting it at the 44. Now you're down at the 14, or rather 13, so 31 yards on the punt.
And just from a bobble to punt, that's how fast the tide can turn.
Here we go. This crowd starting to feel it here. 1st and 10. Milligan on the reverse to James. He's got Troyer as a lead blocker. Hurdles a man. He's down at the 2-yard line.
And that's what it is. When the crowd gets loud, that's when the lights come on and it shines bright, and you got to make something happen there.
He just hit the Y on his controller. Hurdles a man. Didn't stay on his feet, but definitely a very exciting play. We just saw the replay on the board, and my goodness, little man has got some ups.
There you go. I mean,
Calvis. Oh, the read option. going backwards. And they're going to say a loss of 2 there. 2nd and goal from the 4. James will sub out. Sean Bradley in. Do we have another incredible catch from one of these wide receivers? Both of them up top. Aurora Day on the outside. Rhymes in the slot. Rhymes catches it at the 1, breaks a tackle, and in for the touchdown. Now a flag comes in late. They ran a little bit of a rub route. I didn't see too much contact from Aurora Day downfield. We'll have a conference at the goal line. Still waiting for a call. Have not seen any indication of a signal. Offense is staying out on the field, and they will be calling pass interference. Boy, it was a play. It was a type of play that would be a pick, and we don't see a replay on the scoreboard. But boy, there wasn't a ton of contact between Aurora Day and the defender. The defender for Rhymes was there and did have a time to, make a play, make a tackle, which usually on a pick play they don't have that opportunity. They're so far out of the play because they've been picked by another receiver, and instead that one goes in favor of Vista Ridge, and we have a 2nd and 19, 2nd and goal from the 19. That backs them up, and now we're just going to get a reset here. 2nd timeout of the half for Stony Point. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Stony Point with a 2nd and goal from the 19, down by 7 when we come back.
Good evening, Stony Point Tiger fans. Chip here for my friends at Hewlett Volkswagen. By now, you know the great deals on new Volkswagens at Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown. But did you know they also stock hundreds of pre-owned vehicles as well? Hundreds. If you find yourself with that first-time driver in your home and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, Hewlett Volkswagen wants to be your hometown dealer. Hewlett Volkswagen in Georgetown is a proud sponsor of Stony Point Tiger football. Come see us at I-35 in the Westinghouse exit or visit hewlettvw.com.
Following the timeout, following the offensive pass interference, we have a 2nd and goal from the 19. 6:30. And a lot of crowd. If they're not in their seats, they are down in the concourse. Troyer fires deep. Boy, nearly dropped in the bucket for James. Would have been a tough foot to get in bounds. It brings up 3rd and 19.
And boy, the turn of events, we've seen them convert and make big plays on 3rd down all game, especially after this half. So let's see what they got here. I don't think they're going to settle for nothing less.
You do have Tyler White in your back pocket. This would be about a 36-yarder. Bradley goes in motion. Troyer under pressure. Looking left, fires left, and Freeman just can't come up with it. Well, he's got to watch out for the natural grass that's just outside the turf field here at Kelly Reeves. 4th and goal from the 19. And offense looking to the sideline. And now we got field goal unit coming in, 20 seconds on the play clock. A little bit of a late call, but we'll definitely have some time. We'll reset the play clock. I was going to say they got to reset it, and they do now. Tyler White. Again, about a 36-yarder. This one might have been tipped. And boy, there's a returner back there. And he's at the 23. Boy, I did not see the returner at all. I was not expecting a returner for a 36-yarder, and I think they got a hand on it. Couple dust-ups there.
There you go. And, I mean, now the defense back out there again.
And I think that's why they decided to kick the field goal is, you know, even if they missed it, even if I wasn't expecting that, but either way, your defense would have been out there if you scored or if you missed it. And I think that's the right call. 6:06 to go. You do only have the one timeout, so you got to stop them fairly soon. You can't, you know, stop the clock and have them go 3 and out.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a tall task here. Lasik sending a man in motion. Looking left. Rolling right and fires down low. Boy, did he catch that? I don't know. We're going to call that a catch at the 35-yard line.
Boy, that's a good grab.
That was only where the receiver could catch it. Pena in coverage.
Not too many catches on Pena. It's going to happen. So when you get one of those, got to enjoy it.
I'm surprised they're throwing the ball here under 5:40 now. Obviously, you have the quickness of Sizatowski and Castillo. Fresh set of downs here. It is Castillo. Bouncing it to the outside. Picks up about 6. They'll knock another 40 off. Be about 4.5 minutes if they want to wind it all the way down. 2nd and 6. Castillo subs out. Sizatowski in the backfield. Reed down at the bottom of your screen. Motion from the offense. Snap it with 2 on the play clock. Sizatowski picks up the first down and a few extra for good measure.
And like we said, the quickness. They hit those holes so fast, it's hard.
And again, all you need is about 3.4 yards. What I saw all the time watching Iowa Hawkeye football. 3.4 yards a carry. That's what the bread and butter was, and that's all they need here to keep the time of possession in their favor. The clock will be about 4 minutes by the time they snap this. 4:15. Lasik. Handing this one off. Sizatowski trying to turn the corner. Needs to stay in bounds. Does not. Forced out at the 45. Picks up still 7 yards. 3:58 is where we're at. Again, just one timeout for the Tigers. Trusting their defense in this close game here. Putting up 14 points in the third. And could not convert a 36-yarder from Tyler White.
Yeah, just made it hard for them. I mean, this defense just got to step up, make a couple of good plays.
Man in motion. Sizatowski, left side. Boy, looked to be stopped and then squirted forward for about 4 yards. Another first down. 3:51, the clock stops to move the chains. And when does Coach Cheshire want to use the timeout? Obviously, Not early in the downs. Tough spot here. Anxious fans, a lot of rocking back and forth I'm seeing from the parents on the sidelines. 1st and 10 from the 40, 3:20 as Lasik takes the snap. Sizatowski finds a hole off the left side. He's got another first down. Just back-breaking runs delivered by Quinn Sizatowski.
Yeah, finding that hole, that gap, and it's just so hard when your defense is tired. When you get tired, you let up loose runs like this, and we've seen it last week.
And they're bringing bodies to the front seven. It's no secret what they're going to do. It's just a matter of you needing to stop it.
There you go.
1st and 10 from the Tiger 29. The handoff to Castillo. Trying the left side, gains about 4. And they'll need to run one more play. There's about a 1.5 difference between the clock and play clock and game clock before the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 7. And I think coaches for Stony Point are pointing that out to the linesman. Vista Ridge also noticing it with play clock at 3. They quick come up to the line, and I think they went a little bit too early. Boy, they didn't notice it until about 5 seconds on the play clock. It snapped it with 3, and you got to be set for a full second.
There you go.
So false start. I think those will take us. I can faintly hear them. They did fix the mic situation. I think they said to change the game clock. There still should be at least a second or two on the game clock before the 2-minute timeout. If I heard that correctly, and as I think there should be, because when there's a false start, that's no play. There we go, 2:03 put on the clock. And now they wind it down to the 2-minute timeout. So a very exciting 3 seconds there. 2nd and 12. And we'll come back after a quick timeout.
Looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
2 minutes to go. 2nd and 12. And we were just talking at the break. How big is that pass interference call?
Yeah, that call is very massive. I mean, you just hate to see it. Could have been a tied ball game right now. When it's tied ball game like that, that makes the defense want to play more, have more intensity. I mean, that's just a killer right there. Just so tough. Don't know if it was the right call, but it's so tough.
And now you got 2 plays. They still have 1 timeout to stop the clock, but my brain isn't in a spot to do clock math right now. We'll wait a couple of downs, hopefully. Sizatowski right up the middle and just a couple yards short of the first down. 3rd and 3. Clock will be at about minute 11. Nope, they will stop it here. Timeout, Stony Point. They let a few seconds go off before calling timeout. It's 3rd and 3. They put a couple seconds back on. Minute 41.
Get these boys right. I mean, it's a big 3rd down right here. I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it on 4th, possibly. Keep the clock running. I mean, these runs are just killing them right now. I mean, just run after run after run.
Now, I don't know if they'll go for it on 4th down because you could make this a 2-possession game with the field goal.
Yeah.
We saw what the special teams. It's just been a wacky special teams game, as high school games can be. And do you put the hands or do you put the ball in the place of the kicker?
That's a smart call. That's a smart call.
There's a reason I'm sitting here next to you and not in the booth next to me making those decisions, and I'm kind of glad I am. Minute 41. Rangers need to get to the 19-yard line. The handoff. And he stopped about a half-yard short. Actually, mark him a full yard. It'll be 4th down. Clock continues to run. We'll be under a minute when this ball is snapped. Now, do they keep the offense out there? And they could wind this thing down. They're not all the way to the right hash, but maybe a yard inside. I think they'll do just that. Wind it down. Timeout. Clock at 52 seconds. We'll step aside for a quick break. Come back. Here to Kelly Reeves.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed. Smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long distance meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line.
Fourth and 2. Ball is at the 21-yard line. And if anybody was with us a couple weeks ago, we know what happened from a field goal about this distance against Johnson. Different situation on the scoreboard, but we've had a muffed punt. Stony Point has recovered. Do we have another special teams miracle here? Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. Oh, we got a flag on the near side. Both players just frozen. Boy, still having a conference there. Usually if this is a offside or something pretty cut and dry, it's an easy call. And Vista Ridge trotting up a couple of their offensive guys. What's the call? It is against the defense. Personal foul. Coach Cheshire wanting an explanation. Now, personal foul, not roughing the kicker. Again, we don't have the ability of a mic. He's been looking down at his mic, trying to turn it on, and it has just not been working tonight. But a personal foul, that essentially seals the game. And I'm not sure what he's trying to communicate, possibly update the clock. As both teams will take an ad hoc timeout. Again, he's talking. So I think they declined it, and the field goal is good. That's what the explanation was. I was wondering what they were doing. It's too early to go to the handshake line. So it will be a declined personal foul call and a 10-point lead for Vista Ridge. 49 seconds left. And you need about a half dozen miracles here if you're Stony Point.
Yeah.
Things to go your way. They're going to enforce that on the kickoff, so it'll be at the 45 of Stony Point where they'll kick off. Interesting decision there. I wonder why they didn't decide just to take the first down and kneel it out.
There you go. I mean, I guess sportsmanship trying to, I don't know. Very interesting, like you stated. I mean,
trying to avoid a bobbled snap. The snap over the head. They have had a couple of those. And now we just kick it safely out of bounds. Go up by 2 possessions. Let your opponent. Don't want to have a situation like I think it was Miami against, I want to say, Georgia Tech, where they inexplicably ran the ball and then fumbled, and Georgia Tech was able to kick a field goal. But different situation here.
Yeah, very different right here. I mean, just tough.
Let's take a look at next week while we have a moment. Stony Point, again, going to be at McNeil, well, at Dragon Stadium, playing McNeil. Next Friday at 7, Vista Ridge going to take on Vandergrift at home. That game also next Friday at 7 p.m. Got a couple more plays here unless we see some miracles. Troyer spins around, under pressure, fires to Milligan, who makes the catch at the 30. He's inside at the 40, at midfield, gets a block. He's at the 35, ball comes out. Boy, he had it poked away from behind. Recovered by Vista Ridge. My goodness.
Man, I mean,
such a tough way to end.
Very tough. I mean, that was explosive, very explosive. Like you stated, just very tough how it ended. Doesn't.
.33 seconds left, and we won't put it all on Milligan, but there's a lot of dominoes that had to fall, even if he scored a touchdown on that play. But just such a tough way to end. The knee for Lasik. And that'll do it. 31-21. An exciting second half. Stony Point kind of put themselves behind the 8 ball, down 21-7 at the half. And down 28-7 at one point to start things off early in the third. Tried to fight back. Could not complete the comeback. And they fall to 2-2 on the season, 0-2 in district play. Again, they'll take on McNeil next Friday at 7. That game at Dragon Stadium. Vista Ridge will play at home against Vandergrift. They improved to 4-0. That's another good matchup to watch there. You can catch that here on Vype as well. Tyler also taking you through this Thursday night matchup. Jacoby Cavett alongside. Appreciate you watching at home. Here, this presentation of high school football here in the great state of Texas. We'll sign off, and we'll see you next week here on Vype. Have a good night.
Looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the realtors at the Stacey Group, located in the heart of Sun City. The Stacey Group specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. As the top producing real estate office for more than 25 years, the Stacey Group will put their Sun City knowledge to work for you. Visit thestaceygroup.com today to learn more.
Howdy, y'all. It's the day tripper Chet Garner here for my friends at Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick, and thank you for tuning into some great Stony Point football. Now, I know you're aware of the great deals on brand new vehicles at Don Hewlett in Georgetown, but did you know Don Hewlett carries hundreds of pre-owned vehicles too? So if you have a first-time driver in your home, like I do, and need a reliable pre-owned vehicle, check out Don Hewlett. Stop by today or visit online at donhewlett.com, and let's go Tigers.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line.
You've been watching Stony Point Tigers football on the Vype Live Network, presented by our MVP sponsor, the Stacey Group. Our diamond sponsors, Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick, Hewlett Volkswagen, and Rudy's Texas Barbecue. And our platinum sponsors, Ally Medical Emergency Room and Club Car Wash. Stony Point Tigers football on Vype Live is also brought to you by our gold level sponsors, Active Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation, Buddy's Burger, Marco's Pizza, Premier Roofing, TJSN4 Vision Photography, and VeraBank. And our blue level sponsors, Alley's Way, Corridor Title, First Texas Bank, Mighty Fine Burgers, Prosperity Bank, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard, and Tony C's Pizza. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Vype Live.